your life. An evangelist is a person that touches everybody. That's why it's the longest finger on the hand. That bird finger is the evangelist finger. It reaches the most people. It has the greatest impact. That's why it's not hard for you to function in crowds and function among all different types of people. And that stuff is to assassinate your character. That's where you got to pay more attention. You got to tweak your discernment on that level, because that's what it's trying to do. If it can get you to a point where people don't want to hear you, then you can't have the impact that you're supposed to have. And yes, he will use anybody he can to do it.
That's right.
Anybody. So you got to make sure, Father, teach me, take the taste, the desire from me to have any association with anything that is not right, anything that is of any type of gossip, any type of slander. You got to pray that about yourself and watch and detox yourself away from that, because that's what it's trying to kill. It's literally trying to ruin your reputation. That's literally the whole attack of it, because of what you are to do and how your mouth, just your mouth, even testifying about things that the Lord has done and how the Lord has brought you through challenging times, is a testimony that will help many people. But if they can't get to the testimony because of all of the clutter, they won't be able to receive it.
That's right.
So you gotta, heighten your discernment, man. Heighten your discernment. But let me get back to this. What I'm saying, I need to show y'all this. You've got to really be careful, because there can be a part inside of you that is not developed, or I guess that's the word I'll use, unless the Lord give me another one, that will cause you to do that. Always keep yourself in a position with the people in your life as to where you can communicate with them. Especially people that are of close knit to you, like your immediate family, the people that you consider to be your friend, even your homegirl, your homeboy. Always make sure that y'all can communicate with each other. If you have a relationship that you feel as though you can't have no communication in, you need to question that relationship. You need to question it. And I'm going to tell you why. Where is the freedom in you? Where can you be free in it?
Okay.
You can't. You can't.
No freedom in it.
None.
That's miserable.
Miserable. I need all of y'all, all of you that are under my voice. I need you to please bring definition to your relationships. Bring definition to them. Scan your relationships to see the people that you deal with that you feel like you can talk to, the people that you feel like you can't. And the people that you feel like you can't, bring a definition to that. See if it's some kind of resolve that y'all can come to. I'm not saying throw it in the garbage can. But see if it's some type of resolve that y'all can come to. I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. A simple solution might be that it's not that we can't talk to each other. It just might be the tone of voice that we use when we talk to each other. So a simple resolve is to watch my tone when I talk to you. Or you watch your tone when you talk to me. It's not the fact that we can't communicate. We communicate because we screaming like hell. It's the tone that's coming out. So the resolve would be the tone. To correct the tone. Bring definition to those relationships. I want y'all to really, I'm serious too. Deal with this, because if you don't pay me any attention, you'll bear the sword of it after a while. So, I mean, that's on you. because I know when I hear God and I'm following the Spirit. So define as to see, what is it? If this is a relationship that you consider to be substantial, why can't we talk? What do we need to do to bring us to a place of conversation as to where we can talk? Does that mean that sometimes there may not have to be a mediator? There probably, there will be times there may have to be a mediator, but a mediator is a threefold cord. At the end of the day, how you're going to know you've got the right mediator? Let's talk about this for a second. Let me show you how you know you got the right mediator. They supposed to bring y'all back together. You got the wrong mediator if they done tore y'all apart. The right mediator is supposed to bring unity and bring resolve. That's a threefold cord that's not easily broken. So they're supposed to entwine themselves right in the center of the situation to make it better. Now, if your mediator is pulling towards you, catering to you and assisting you with the negativity that you're dealing with, you got the wrong mediator, baby. You got the wrong mediator. Your mediator is supposed to bring a resolve, bring a connection where there has been a disconnect to get you back to the place of togetherness. So part of this week, that's what I want y'all to do. I want you to really check the relationships that you have, the people that you deal with. Can you really talk to them? And I'm talking about talk to them about good and bad. If something is bothering you, can you talk to them? Or can you not? And bring some consolation to the table. John 10. The thief and the robber. I'm going to expose them today. Verse 2. But he that entereth in by the door is the what? What does it say?
Shepherd of the sheep.
Shepherd of the sheep. The shepherd of the sheep. So if they got you sending stuff to them, knowing that they're not entitled to it, you sending stuff to them, haven't even taken care of the shepherd or the house that you are a part of, but you shipping your stuff off to, Prophet Tutu and all this little type of stuff, they ain't entered by the door. They haven't come in by the door. And you're literally under a spirit of illusion or manipulation because you think you can buy God in order for things to get better for you. No, it's not going to work. Changing is what's going to make it better for you. Verse 2 again. But he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. That's the reason why I don't backdoor other people's sheep. I don't get in folks' inboxes. Delphine don't do none of that. Pastor Lee don't do none of that. Go in by the door. What you hiding for? Let me say this while I sense it. If you ever have a situation with me, come talk to me. Do yourself a favor by not wasting your time to pretty much go to anybody else. And I'll tell you why. Very few people operate on the level that I operate on because they're not willing to go to this level. So it's going to be kind of hard for you to get an understanding from someone that has not treaded the territory that I tread. So just know that I'm open for conversation, even if you don't understand something. I'm now at a point where I'm disciplining myself to, if you don't understand something, to not really fight to make you understand it. And what I say by that is I'm not going to go into this big old spiel with you of, okay, well, let me show you this right here. Well, let me show you this. And you got to see it from, get with this and that. And the reason I'm not going to do that is because that starts getting off into a certain element of manipulation. And I don't want to get off into manipulating you to think anything or feel any type of way. So what I'm going to do is let you have it. And we'll come back and visit it at a later time. I'm going to let you feel what you feel and let you think what you think and pray for the Spirit of the Lord to reveal the truth. And at the timing that he does that, we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. I don't feel a release in my spirit to run and chase, any of it down, because you start getting off into, that's pride on your part because you don't like the fact that somebody is disagreeing with something that you said. Well, that's a part of it. Sometimes people are going to disagree. Sometimes I'm going to speak to you regarding something that you have not yet walked into. You may don't see it right then. I said it to you Wednesday that it was wrong, and you didn't see it until Friday that it was wrong. So from Wednesday to Friday, you had this misunderstanding or this misconception in your head. And so it's not for me to try to fight, try to call you and try to wrestle with you. Well, let me get you, you need to see this like this and you and this and that. No, Pastor Lee, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. I'm just going to let you be. I'm going to let you be. And we'll deal with it whenever you get your heart set to a place as to where you can hear what it was I was saying. I'm not doing it. I'm too mature for that now. I'm not doing it. So, just know, I'm serious. You consider yourself, I'm going to go talk to somebody else. I'm going to go, listen. You need to make sure you talking to somebody that's done either went further than me or somebody that's, at least on the same path with me or what have you. Because if not, you're going to deal with somebody that don't understand why I said what I said and why I handled it like I handled it or whatever the case may be. And so it's just going to be a discrepancy. Is what it's going to be. When in fact, all you need to do is just, let time bring about a change. I'll wait. I'll let time bring about a change. Verse 3, John 10, verse 3. It says, to him, the porter opened it, and the sheep hear his voice. And he calleth his own sheep by name, and leadeth them out. I have strong emphasis that I want to bring to verse 3 while talking to y'all today. Jesus is giving details, because this is Jesus talking in John 10. And he's giving details to say, listen, I need to bring to you, first of all, exposure to the ones that are coming the wrong way. I need to show you that there are some that are coming the wrong way. They're not coming the right way. There have been some that have literally been led astray, just to be honest with y'all. And there's a few we have lost that trim because they have been, gone astray by a wrong voice. They've allowed a wrong voice to lead them. So he starts out not revealing who he is, but he starts out revealing the error of the wrong. In verse 1, he gives context to say to them, listen, they're not going to come by the door. So there is no need of you even looking and thinking that they're going to come by the door. They don't have the essence to come by the door. They don't carry the right nature to come by the door. Why? Because they are thieves and robbers. So they're not going to come by the door. He says they're going to come. They're going to climb up some other way. some other way. So what are the other ways?